Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you are here. I am back with my regular videos, and so I am excited in this video to really bring it back to my favorite topic about manifesting, but also the most important topic through my perspective when it comes to manifesting. So, how to master the single technique that I feel it's the only technique we have to do to manifest. So, how to master this technique? What is the technique and how do we master it? Before I jump into the video, please know that I just launched my Manifest a Specific Person Master course. It is an amazing course. It's my most in-depth course to date that I have created on manifesting a specific person. It's an incredibly in-depth course. It is selling out very quickly. So it is more than half full at the point of me recording this video, and I just launched it a few hours ago. So I'm going to post this video tomorrow. There will probably be a few spots still available, but if you want to get into that course, make sure you sign up as soon as possible. The link is directly below this video. I will also post it in the comments. Okay. So what is this single technique, we can call it, to manifest anything you want? And then more importantly, how do we master this technique? I want to dive into all of that. So the technique, the most common way that I speak about the technique is called living in the end. A lot of you probably know that, especially if you've been on my channel a lot. You've heard me talk about living in the end a lot. I believe Neville Goddard called this practice living in the end. So there's a lot of ways that we can understand what living in the end is. I tend to use that language to describe it as well. So what is living in the end, and how do we master this single technique to manifest anything we want? Well, living in the end is the practice of training your thoughts and training your feelings through training your thoughts. So I'll get into exactly how to do this. But essentially, that's what I call training your inner world. So by practicing new thoughts, by practicing feeling a different way, by practicing imagining yourself being a different person, you train yourself into feeling like, thinking and feeling like you already are the person who has your desire. That's all that it is. You are training yourself through your thoughts, primarily through your thoughts, but it also is your feelings. Your feelings are really important. I'll talk about that. Training your thoughts, training your feelings to land in an inner experience that says, this is who I am. This is the truth of who I am. This new reality is the truth of who I am. Okay? We manifest a reflection of what we are, what we believe within, what we think within, what we know within, what we feel within, who we predominantly feel we are, is what creates a reflection in the outer reality, and the reflection proves to us that that is who we are. And so when we start practicing new thoughts, such as I'm in the greatest relationship of my life, I'm incredibly happy, I'm deeply fulfilled, I have amazing relationships all around me, I am abundant, money comes to me in all these different ways. I mean, I'm speaking to a lot of different areas of life, which we can manifest all these different areas of life, or we can just focus on one area. But when you start training yourself through like imprinting new thoughts into yourself, as you start to think those new thoughts more often, and as you start to, in combination with thinking the thoughts, you start to feel, yes, this is who I am. This is who I am. Yes, this is who I am. Yes, this is done. This is the truth. It is done is a very particular feeling tone. It feels like, yes, this is the truth of who I am. I'm in the most amazing relationship of my life. I'm surrounded by love everywhere I look. I have amazing people in my life. I'm fulfilled very deeply. I'm a beautiful person. I'm happy. My life is expansive. Whatever you want it to be, whatever you want your life to be, you have to start claiming that you already are the person who has that life, who has that experience, who has that relationship. And as you are implanting yourself with these new thoughts, eventually with enough practice, they actually start to anchor in and take hold, and you start to really feel and believe, yes, I am this person. I am this person who has this. So there are many ways for us to practice living in the end. This is where it branches off into like the classic manifesting techniques. Scripting is a technique. Visualizations is a technique. Guided meditations is a technique. Affirmations is a technique. There's hundreds maybe of techniques. I don't know if there's that many, but there's like tons and tons of techniques. But all those techniques they have one goal. They're all doing the same thing. And the thing that they're doing is they're training you to feel like you're the person who has your desire right now. So the way to master manifesting is to master living in the end. And the way to master living in the end is to explore, who would I be if I already had this desire? So let's say you're manifesting a relationship. Doesn't matter if it's a specific person, new person, doesn't matter. You want to explore, well, what type of thoughts would I be having if I was in the most amazing relationship of my life? What would I feel like? I would probably feel held and cared for and chosen and loved and adored. So you see, I close my eyes and I go within, I start saying those words, I wrap my arms around my own body, and I start cultivating the feeling right now of being loved, cherished, and adored. That's like somewhat of an affirmation. It's kind of a visualization. It's a little bit of a combination of both. It doesn't matter. People often ask, am I doing this technique right? How many times do I need to do this technique? And they ask the specifics on how to do the technique. And when someone is asking that type of question, am I doing the technique right? They haven't yet grasped what manifesting really is. The truth is, there's one right way to do any technique. And the right way is if that technique is making you think new thoughts that make you feel like a new person who already has your desire. All techniques, visualization, affirmation, scripting, meditations, anything, any technique is designed to get you into the feeling state of being the person who already has your desire. So you can do lots of different techniques, you can do lots of different affirmations, you can do lots of different visualizations, or you can do just one. It doesn't matter your style of doing the techniques. What matters is that you consistently over and over are landing internally in the feeling of being the person who has your desire. So you're the person now in this inner experience who's in the relationship. You are that person right now. As you practice feeling that you are that person over and over again, and that's where the persistence comes in. Persistence just means you keep going back to that end feeling. Yes, here's the relationship. Yes, here it is. Yes, it feels so good. It feels so good to be the person in this relationship. And then you can trail off into like more detailed affirmations or more detailed visualizations. All of that is fine. But it's always like the technique has one job, and that's to get you into the feeling of the end result. And ideally, what's going to happen, the more you practice feeling the end result, the less you are going to feel like the person who doesn't have your desire. When you feel like the person who doesn't have your desire, you are manifesting a matching reality. They're not here. My relationship isn't here. The money isn't here. My friendships aren't here. When you constantly are feeling like it's not here, they're not here, it's not here, they're not here, you're just getting a matching reality out there. So by actually training yourself to consistently, daily, in an ongoing way, feel that you do have your desire, you literally kind of shapeshift into a new person. And you're not delusional. You're not seeing your outer reality and thinking that your desire is here, using your eyes to see if it's here. You start to feel really certain that this truth is happening, that this reality is happening, that this desire is coming to you. That is living in the end, okay? That's the only thing you have to do to manifest. You just practice over and over, feeling that you are the person who has your desire. When you are really consistently living in the end, what you'll find is you'll reach a state of feeling totally calm about your situation or the thing you're manifesting, totally certain, yeah, this is mine. Not really needing to look and see if it's here. You can look to see if it's here. That's not going to ruin anything. If you know it's yours, if you know it's coming, it's yours. It's yours. And so this is the only practice you have to do to manifest anything you want. You are shifting your own thoughts and feelings about who you are and what you have. As you shift your thoughts and feelings, your outer reality will naturally mold and shift as well. This is the practice I'm taking people through in my Manifest a Specific Person Master course. It is a 6-week course, deep diving into getting you into this end state, because it is the only thing you have to do to manifest your desire. So I'm going to take you into that end state in a lot of different ways, a lot of different avenues to get there. We do self-love, we do actually living in the end, we do letting go. All of these are they're all part of the manifesting process, but essentially all you need to do is land in that end state over and over again. So much so, eventually, like everything else that we practice, eventually it becomes second nature. And that's what you're going to do to manifest anything you want. You want the feeling and the thoughts of being the person who has your desire to become so practiced, it becomes second nature. And you just know that this reality, that this desire is yours. Okay? Thank you guys for being with me in this video. I looked into the camera this time. I wonder how you feel about that. Do you like that a little better? I'll be curious to know below. And yes, if you want to check out my course, go ahead and check that out as well. And I'll see you all soon.